Tak jo, a zase zpátky a pokračujeme cestou na ten mlejn. Budínský mlýn, to je? To tady, že jo. No a proběhneme, něco ulovíme. Ještě já potřebuji lovit. Tak jo, tak mám kance. Kolik mám na koně? 75 a plus 120, dobrý. Tam furt švadláš s tím lukem. Kočky žádnýho nenajdu, ale. Předtím nerazím do dvou, ale najdu ani jednoho. A já potřebuji kance a srny, no. Tak jsem si v klidu došel tady. Co to je? Nehoda. To je velká nehoda. No, než sem dojde. Tady do té doby mohl být, si myslím. A mi mohlo zmiznout prase. Jo. A té doby snad už sem dojde, za ty 2 hodiny ne. Je tu...
Are you serious?
No, ano, to tebe šťouchnul. Jsem serious.
We can start the questioning.
Wonderful. I was almost starting to get bored.
Ale dostal z grošenc, tak nevysírej.
So, look, tell him he has one and only chance to save his neck from the gallows.
Jól figyel, van a se Jägermanek verse.
Tell him I know damn well he's got stolen valuables hidden somewhere around here.
Hovásovat stottat a cuccot, amit ötszalopkodtál?
Ezt megmondhatom neked, de előbb azt áruld el, az a fekete hajú ott mellette, tud-e magyarul?
Nem, egy szocse.
What's he saying?
Well, he seems to be resisting.
Tell him that if he tells me where it is, I'll set him free.
Now, mon, hol van?
Elmondom neked, de azt a geci, aki melletted áll, küld el valahova.
Aha, már gazdem eltenni.
Akkor jó, hogy értik egymást. Jól figyelj, azzal a nagyvárossal szemben a folyónál.
A Tyra gondolsz?
A nevét nem tudom. Egy nagy város, várfalakkal. És van ott két vár. Szemben a folyó túlpartján van egy domb. Ha a város felé nézel, van melletted egy út. Azon az úton van egy kereszteződés, egy kiégett fával. Viszonnan egy kis ösvény le a vízhez. És lent a víznél van egy kivált fatöly.
És a banban.
Igen.
Ano, igen.
So, is he saying anything?
No, not really. He just keeps swearing.
Tell him he's running out of time.
És hova küldni?
Pénzhelyét nem tudom pontosan elmondani. Így oda
Ne
kell
rozdumí.
vinni.
Well now, he started to talk. He says he buried the coin somewhere in the forest, but he can't describe the place exactly. He says he can take it, though.
Fine. That's good enough for me.
Ne, já mám zmiňářem pokesat, ne s čelegínem. Tak kde je mlynář, va? Tady. Nazdar.
Henry! God save you, good night.
Is there any work here for carpenters?
Are they locals?
Jo.
From Skalitz?
Then no. I only take in people I know.
We went to interrogate that human.
Is that so? Tell me about it.
You were right. He's got coin hidden somewhere.
Ha! You see? That's the legendary Miller's instinct for you.
The only trouble is, he can't quite describe the way there to me. He wants to lead me himself.
So, what are you waiting for? Go with him. Get the money and bring it back here.
I'll get going then.
Good. And don't even think of trying anything underhand.
Nebo já
If
jsem
I
hodnej
find out
kluk.
you cheated me, you'll rue the day.
Don't worry, Miller.
What the hell?
Musím celý oběhnout, co? Jdeme, než se zmí.
What the hell are you doing?
Mit akartok már? Azért jöttél, hogy ki...
Come on, get up! Now, you're gonna be a good boy and show me the way to your fucking stash. And you better hope there's still something there to find.
Igen.
Igen. Ty vole, to vás uprostřed noci. To vypadá, že ten čas se moc nehybe, což je super. To je dobrá dálka. Tam bude určitě překumánováno. A to kousek od hospody, myslím, že to je hospodář, že se tam budu pak moci vyspat do rána.
Erre, már nincs messze.
No jasně,
Hé, mit csinál?
mám ty, já jsem, počkej, nemám ten štít v ruce z nějakého důvodu. Nevadí. Nazdar kundáni.
Szarás. És pont mikor kedvem lenne valakiből kiverni a lelket.
Co to odráží, co vole? Kurva, trefit do hlavy, co? Kurva,
Velodrom.
velodrom, no co říkám. Jednou ranou všechny zabil. Na. Paklíč, super. Ale hovno. Na druhou. Takže zbraně. Zbroj. Co já mám? Mám lepší. Mám to samý. Mám lepší. Mám furt lepší. Tak. No já jsem v prdeli první utek, že jo. Tak jsem couval, už to žoky nenajdu teďka. A ono, tady je ten tábor. Hajzlíku. Jak je tamhle viděl. Možná. Kam běžel? To není on. Já nevím, kudy běžel. Může být kdekoliv, no. Mi utekli buzeránky, no. No, jako když mi utek. Neběželi jsem. By tady měli další. To asi těžko, no. To asi dost těžko. Tak ten mi zdrhnul, super. Tak to jsem rád. Kurva. Ten může být už kdekoliv, na to seru. Seru na mrtvoly. Já vím. Co plný hovno vidět, jo, samozřejmě. Tak hospodský, potřebuji místnost.
My God. Listen, innkeeper.
Aye, we have dice games happening most nights. No?
I'm not here to make any trouble. Splendid.
Děkuji, že
Before
kdo
I
vážil,
tell you
ne?
anything, I'll have to...
Fair enough. What do you want?
At the stud farm near here, there's a stable hand by the name of Jakub.
And what's that got to do with...
If you'd stop interrupting, you might find out.
Dobrý.
Anyway, he's so full of himself, he doesn't want to give it back. Not even for money. But he's very fond of archery. And I don't need to add he likes to make bets.
I'm with you. If I can win your tanker back and bring it to you, you'll know that
That you're not completely useless. That's right. So, get going. I'm thirsty, and I'll always taste it better out of my trusty old tanker.
Can I sleep here?
Aye, there's room. For how long?
Just the one night?
No problem. But you're paying it.
Jo, jo.
Here you are.
You'll like it here.
How's trade?
Nothing we can have.
Spát do rána, pak tam někde sežeru jídlo, budu spokojený. No, nic moc kvalita lůžka, ale stačí. Enough. It's enough. Tak, šup. Šupky dubky. Ja, dobrý. Tady ten meč.
Good day, Henry.
Here, just as you...
Že vyhrát korbelík. Jo, ten je tady, jasný. A se nenajet. Já mám jaký jídlo, pak johu. Že by to byl pocestný. No tady je.
There's plenty of coin in it.
tam máš?
What is it?
You look like a... And as it happens, I'm...
No, to potřebuješ.
All right. Tell me what it's about.
It's like this. I know of the whereabouts of some... And this information I can share...
Nechci.
I've no time.
Tall tale.
Tak jsem ho viděl, dobrý. No, ne, ono je hofu, jasný. Tak potřebuji se najíst. Jdu do hofu. Zkusit vyhrát ten jeho korbel. To je nějaký úkol. Někam pro mě má nějaký úkol.
Do you need a hand with anything around here?
I certainly do. After what happened, I don't know where to begin. Throw out everything that's burnt, hire new stable boys. But why bother? There's just no point anymore, especially since no one will buy from me. Our best customer was Sir Divish of Talmberg. He paid handsomely for our horses. But now my husband is... Now he's been murdered. His lordship has stopped buying. Although we still breed excellent steeds.
Then why would he stop buying from you?
I don't know really. But maybe you could find out.
Zkusím to.
Take our dabbled grey and show him to his lordship. He's a fine steed. A bit of a devil, but fast as the wind. That ought to convince Sir Divish.
Okay.
All right. I'll go and ask him.
That would be very kind of you, lad.
Později.
Damn.
Jedno po druhém.
God almighty. Did something happen to you?
Jo, já jsem omlácený, já se potřebuji zašít nechat.
I hear you want a tankard off Andrew the
Oh, mate.
innkeeper. You ought to give it back.
Why should I?
Because the innkeeper wants it back. And because I fucking say so.
Manly words.
Fine. Have it your way.
Takže ho nemůžu ukecat, no.
Fucker.
Ani jsme nemuseli lukostřelit, stačilo umlátit. Para. Trošku brutáliš, no, ale nedá se svítit. Vyřeší, no. Mám tvůj korbel.
God almighty, has something happened?
Já jsem špinavý, já vím.
I brought you back your tankard.
What is
So
it?
you're not completely useless. Lucas will be happy to see what handy people I'm sending you.
I suppose this Lukesh is your poacher friend.
Now then, poacher's not a very nice word.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
call him more a man who knows a good opportunity when he sees one.
I see. And where can I find this opportunistic friend of yours?
He lives on the hill to the north of the castle, in a small hut.
Jo,
If you're planning to talk to him, make sure you tell him I sent you.
I won't forget. Thanks.
I'm the one who should thank you. I'm looking forward to putting my lips to the old love of mine.
Here you are, and good health.
Já bych se musel asi šplouchnout to, když jsem byl zasranej. To někde škopeka tady. Aha. Ale bez vody. Tady nemá nikde vodu. Nevadí, no. Může mám mít? Byli nad Talberkem, jasný. Taky měl chtěl spok zastavit. Tak vůbec nebyl špatný. A kde jste tady po budové? Proč zase nemám ten škýr do prdele?
Give up your weapon. What's to be done?
Jasný. To můžu prodat, já, že jo? Hehehe. Tohle má nějakou cenu, tohle se dá. Ale co dobrá helma, ale... Tohle má nějakou cenu, tohle má nějakou cenu. Tohle má nějakou cenu. Takže... Horší to vím, ale má to nějakou cenu. Ale to je dokonce i lepší, jenom se potřeba opravit. To jsem ještě vzal, tyjo. Jo, já jsem se přetáhl. Něco mám navíc? Jo. O 0,3 jo. O, to zabolí. A baba, sledovníky z... klasická kniha. Jo, už jsem to nabral. Ale jako docela dobrý, jako tak už čte líp. Já už vím, že jsem to vzal, já jsem tam vykradl tu knihovnu. Jo, to bylo jasný. To je svatý Vojtěch, to je klasika. To moc prodal, oni jsou docela jako drahý. Tak já si dám, já je pošlu na koně a pak je prodal. Moci 2 a svatému Vojtěchovi. Jo, můžu taky zahodit. Já tohle taky můžu zahodit. Co to mám se za... A! Ne. Tohle je dobrý. Takový berserker trochu. Já jsem vlastně byl přepaden. Tam podívat, co tam všechno mám, tyhle. Bych nemohl cestovat. Můžu cestovat. Zabil jsem 2 lapky. Teda jednou jsem nechal jít, jednou jsem zabil. Tady mi leží ten frajer. Posílá mě, jo, to je černý Lukeš.
Good health to you, sir.
Andrew the innkeeper sent me. Said you had a job for someone who's good with a bow.
Did he now? That's all very well, but I don't know if you're a man I can trust.
So how can I prove it to you?
For a start, you can tell me why a lad like you wants to join us.
Simple. I love to hunt, but I haven't a drop of blue blood in me. So what else can I do?
True. The damn law won't let a man do what's natural. Anyway, I have to check you out first. See if you're any good.
I'm listening.
To begin with, I need to know if you're at home in the woods.
Okay.
And if you're any kind of hunter, bring me some deer antlers, and then we'll talk.
Easy.
Mám to vůbec? Hej, mám, ale... No, ale já je mám? Nebo já mám na koni, ne. tak já fakt musím jako chytnout. Prdele. Mám jít jako lovit, jo. Bychom potřebovali jít sem. Pak tady jako bude se hledat lovišky na jeleny, jo. Spíš půjdu dát tu zelenou, ale nejdřív si to obejdu tady. Stavím si do hospody. A u lovčího bych se chtěl naučit jakoby parohy a tak. Ještě zkusím jeden trik. Ne. Au. Prdele.
God save you.
Have you got any work that...
Not much. Unless you're not a...
How do you mean?
As you can see, I tan hides. I can only buy you now.
Well, I don't think the map...
He wouldn't. Look here. I'll...
Jo, bla bla bla, ty budeme kůže, já vím.
Couldn't you use...
Aye. I've got an order from the monastery for hair. I shouldn't wonder if the old abbot...
I heard you have...
Certainly do. They're running wild around here.
Why would someone just toss their catch?
The wagging tongues say they just...
Do you have any idea who the poachers could be?
If I knew, the bastards would be strung up.
Oh, najednou, ale to pomyslíš, jak
Don't tell me you've heard nothing at all.
Well, I did hear that Thomas, that fella who works at the bathhouse, was mouthing off recently. Saying he'd go and bag himself some...
I see. Has anyone seen those poachers with their own eyes?
No, just the dead game they leave behind. But Blacksmith Betty saw some goings-on in the woods.
Goings-on? What's that supposed to mean?
Well, that's what she said, and I ain't one to pry.
Okay.
Why would anyone want to take revenge on the huntsman?
He's not the best-liked man in the village. But...
Jan Zajíc?
Who's Hannekin Hare?
Hannekin Hare.
You're not from around here, are you? The Hare's quite the Talmberg legend. He used to be master huntsman here once, but then he ran off.
Why did he run?
Well, it just so happens I know the answer to that. Some big important nobleman came to Talmberg around then, and they made a grand occasion of it. And in the midst of it all, Hare had a falling out with some man-at-arms and knocked him in the moat. The poor bugger broke his neck. They picked the Hare up, but before they could take him before the court, he vanished.
Why take revenge on Master Huntsman Nicholas?
Because of Nicholas's wife, Margaret. Hare had his eye on her back then, but she didn't care for him and he was fuming. Well, and after he disappeared, Nicholas got his post.
Where did he run to?
No one really knows. They say he's hiding in secret tunnels beneath the castle. but that's all fairy tales. It's been years. As I see it, he's underground all right. 6 feet down and cold.
I want to ask about something else. Thanks. That's all I need to know.
Díky. Takže Kužiluk mi dal práci, ještě měl nějaký info. Jsem ani nečekal, že to bude možná udělat trošičku jinak.
Can I do anything to help?
Tak momentíček. Mám to jako v questech nebo ne? Ale dosky taky teda můžu zrušit. A můžu tady vidět tuhle pátračku.
Welcome, Henry.
Pytláckou. To je nalezařoval. A se aspoň mezi tím uzdravil, což je super. Můžu se nevím, kdo tady je, ale proket jsou všechny. Dobrý den. Jo, to jsi kovář zbyta.
Looking for someone?
Jo, po tobě, vole. Vydrž.
A few questions about these poachers.
So ask.
I heard you saw something fishy in the forest.
That's right, I did.
Can you describe what you saw?
It was after dark, I remember that. I went up past the castle along by the clearing, and I saw someone had lit a fire, and there were figures singing and dancing, and I could hear the whistling of a pipe. And I could smell roast meat. It was like a feast of some sort. Only I thought maybe it was some witch's sabbath, so I was afraid to stay too long in case they saw me.
Okay.
Did you recognize anyone there? Someone from the village, maybe?
No. Like I said, it was dark. All I could see was shadowy figures moving around.
Did you hear any familiar voices?
No. But I heard girls' laughter, goblets clinking, a piper playing. It sounded just like any feast.
Where is the clearing?
A short walk north of the castle. There's a track past the woodcutter's camp that takes you there.
Thanks.
Okay.
What do you make of this poaching that's been going on?
It's clear as day. Hannikin hare's back. And putting those antlers on Nicholas's house? Well, we all know what that means, don't we? It's the sign of a cuckold, you mark my words.
You mean to say his wife's cheating on him?
All I'm saying is she might be feeling the urge. It happens in the best of families.
Well, you're the first who's certain of Hare's return. So far, I've just heard vague rumours.
Well, now, I wouldn't say I'm completely sure. I suppose some other mischief maker could have done it. Better the devil you know. And everyone hereabouts knows Hare.
You were singing a different song not long ago.
So? Why do you want to know so much, anyway?
It's nothing to you, but I'm helping Nicholas unmask that local poaching gang.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, now you know. And you also know not to keep anything from me. So, what's the story with that Hare?
All right, I'll tell you what I know. I promise not to tell Nicholas I said it.
I'll do what I can, but I need to let him know what I discover. So, out with it.
It's to do with Margaret, his wife. They say it's all because of her.
Keep going.
I know full well Hare's here, because Margaret admitted as much.
What did she tell you?
That he waited in the woods till she came by and they exchanged some words. Words was all she told me. Who knows what they actually got up to.
And what did they speak about?
I don't know. But if Nicholas knew they'd met, he'd most likely kill her.
You're sure she wasn't saying it in jest?
Oh, no. Margaret wouldn't joke about something like that.
Well, you're the first who's certain of Hare's return.
Well,
You were saying... There's nothing to...
Oh.
Well, no...
All right.
Okay, já vím.
It's to do with...
Keep going.
I
To
know
jenom
What did she tell you?
nezmizelo.
that he waited...
And what did...
Okay.
So what's the story between Hare and Margaret?
It was complicated. He wanted her and she wanted him too, I reckon. At least for a while. But then she hitched up with Nicholas and now she says she never had a thought of wedding Hannikin Hare.
So what went on between Hare and the huntsman?
Those two? There was no love lost between them from the moment Hare arrived. And then Margaret got involved. It was a messy business.
Do you think Hare really killed that man?
Who knows the truth of it now? I did find it all a bit odd. Hare never was much of a hothead. But then again, no one really knew him that well. And Margaret never wanted to speak of it. Wouldn't hear a word about it.
That's all I need. Thanks.
Uhni.
What?
Počkej, je to modrý. Jak se stavím do hospody? Jestli nemá nějaký jiný úkol pro mě. Je. Proč tam jít jednoduše, když to je takhle hezky složitě, že jo?
Henry, I'm glad you came.
Ale kupče, počkej. Musel bych něco i prodal, jestli máš prachy nějaký.
God almighty.
I'd like to find...
I don't know anything about that. But if it's gossip...
Jo, jo. Já už jsem vždycky jel. Ježišmarja. I'm let hospodský.
You wouldn't believe how long it's taking to put up that fence. I'm honoured that tonight's...
How are the Talmberg?
Do you even have to ask? I heard from the stonemasons there's been some trouble at the quarry. I just hope the division is correct.
Dobře.
I've heard some of the baths was marked.
So he did. He and
Oh,
Jack
i tak to
Piper
byli
were
už
bragging about how they'd make a feast for the village lasses. That there'd be venison roast and enough beer to fill a river. And a few days later, they did come and buy a few kegs of beer from me.
Did they have anything else to say?
Not really. I told him to shut up, or someone would hear him and get in trouble.
And what did he say to that?
Nothing. He had more booze in him than the castle cellar. He just hiccuped and slid under the table. Piper took him off after that, thank God.
Do you suppose he meant it?
Hardly. He's nothing but a braggart.
All right. I'd best ask him myself.
Well, feel free to ask, but don't believe half what he says.
Hey.
Folk were talking about Hannikin Hare.
Oh, good Lord. People do like to prattle on. Don't you go believing a word they say. It's the back of beyond here, and they'll tell any tale to spice things up a bit.
Do you think Nicholas is...
A master huntsman who lets poachers run wild...
Right. Thank you, Inky. I've heard some of the...
In a few days.
And who is this Jake Piper?
Oh, he's Tom's best mate. A decent fellow. They call him
Ja,
the
tam slyšeli
Piper
tu flétnu,
because
to byli
everywhere
oni.
he goes, he's whistling on that pipe of his.
Where can I find him?
but most likely in the quarry. He lends a hand there to make ends meet.
Thank you, innkeeper.
Tak potřebuji tamhle. Nejdřív se nechat odmejt a vyprat a potom za tím Tomášem.
Hey, Henry's come to see you.
God save Henry.
I'd like to...
And what is it?
Komplet.
I'd like, a private bath for two.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Že mi tady i vyperou, tyjo, protože to už byla ostuda, tyjo.
Greetings, Henry.
Nazdar. Tak, bychom měli. Pak je Mr. Tomáš, to ještě jeď.
Hey! I'm glad to see you.
I hear there's been trouble with poachers recently.
I don't have time to talk to strangers. Good day to you.
I'm here to find out about the poacher.
Well, ask away.
Blacksmith Betty saw people feasting in the woods, and she says there was a nice smell of venison. What do you know about it?
Nothing. I wasn't there.
Bill.
And I don't suppose you'll tell me who was?
No, because I wasn't there.
I heard you were yelling in the tavern that you were off to hunt some venison.
Look here. I don't know who you are, but you should watch your mouth.
Don't you worry. So what happened then?
What? Nothing. It was just the beer talking. I got pissed and started spouting shit. Didn't mean a word of it.
Maybe not. That remains to be seen. That'll do me. I hear there's been...
I don't have time to talk.
To moc neřekneš, co, frajere. Nevadí. Se odskakuje. Tak. Tady má i pro mě ještě úkol tady. No, ale já se než dojdu do hradu, protože si promluvím a půjdu potom, abych tady měl mít někde postel. A za B, když si promluvím s pánem hradu, tak by mi tam mohl už rovnou dát nějaký ten úkol. Yeah.
God be with you, Henry.
Is this? Nice, is this?
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
Opatrovejš. No, najednou, tyjo, my lord, že hobloval ženu.
Rare in these times. But right now I'm more troubled by politics than warfare.
What's wrong?
The monastery stalled the purchase of stone and everything connected to the building project. And now I find out it's because of the quality of the stone blocks, or so they say. I don't believe a word of it. It looks like profiteering to me.
And is anyone dealing with the problem?
Well, my chamberlain is in charge of it, as always. But all he's done is send them a letter. He says putting more pressure on the monastery could provoke them. Those are his words.
So there's nothing else that can be done?
I don't know. I've been thinking about taking a more direct approach. But I expect the Chamberlain won't even hear of it. He'll just keep on sending them polite letters and hoping that does the trick.
I could help with this.
Do you think this is a job for you? You aren't even in my service.
I do serve Sir Radzig. He knows he can rely on me when he needs me, and I've never let him down.
This is true. So do you want to go to Sasol and ask about the stone?
Yo.
Yes, I'll do it.
Good. I'd like you to ask about the stone and keep your ears open. See if they aren't talking about another quarry.
I'll do my best. Hopefully they'll talk to me.
They will. You ride in my name, so don't forget to remind them of it.
Až Indy.
Hej!
Ují. Vypadám ještě jiný akce. Skákat dolů nebudu. To moc neřekne. Jeď i nejeď. Háka vzru dolů. Sjedeš to nebo ne? Jeď koní, to dáš. Výborně. Nazdar, hledám nějakého topišce. A nazdar, to je ty.
God save. What can I do for you?
I need to ask you something about the poachers.
What? Me? Why me, for Christ's sake?
Some folk had themselves a feast in the woods recently, and the people who passed by told me they heard a piper playing. You weren't by any chance there, were you?
I was. I don't deny it. But nothing disreputable went on there.
If you're innocent, lying won't help you.
I don't know what you want from me. Nothing wrong went on in that clearing, and I certainly don't go poaching in the woods.
But you do know something about it, and you're keeping it from me. Covering up for a friend, is that it? Very well. Loyalty is a fine thing, but once they discover who did it, then it'll be too late. You'll be in right in over your head, with him.
But I haven't done anything.
Then you have nothing to fear if you tell me what happened.
All right. Yes. There was venison being eaten, but I didn't bring it. Thomas brought that there.
So all that bragging when he was drunk was more than just hot air?
I don't know where the deer came from. After what happened in the tavern, Tom took me to the forest, to this hide there. But I was too worried someone would catch us, and I took off.
You did yourself a favour. Thomas isn't going to get away with this.
Teď si na tu mítinu, ale zase musím nahoru, že jo? to jít po téhle cestě někam nahoru? Asi úplně jako nahoru, ale... Krávy zabít nebudu. A! Nej, ej! Nikam nechoďte. Já vás potřebuju. Ty ohně se budou zdrhat, co? Asi nesmím nabít na sobě jako velkou zbroj, no. Velká kořenářka, si se nepletu. A králík, aspoň ty králíčky před košky, tyjo. Vedle, ale už to je. Skoro bylo. Je. Mohl dopadnout tak s tím pracetem, když se mi zaseklo v to. A za rušákou. Třeba 3 kůže, co? Jo. To je tam mítina. Můžeme jít, co tady máme jako hledat? Maximálně. Tady maximálně můžu sednout, že jo? A ani to ne. No, asi no, takže tady asi nic, tak já to tady... Jak velký je ten okruh? Docela dost. Nemalo co hledám, tyjo. Vybírat houba. Houbu teda, houba. Mám pešu. Hele. To by tady tak mohlo být. Já to víceméně jako asi najít ani úplně nepotřebuji, protože já vím, že tady bude ten Tomáš. Protože napráskal ten jeho kámoš, ale... A! Kůň. Tak já jdem. Ale prd. Ještě ale prd. Já vím. Třeba 3. A teď se chci vrátit na Tamberg. Jo, no, asi jsme do rána, pak tam prohledám. Pokud ale neporučík do hospody, to by jako možná teoreticky, kdyby byli na jednom místě všichni, bylo úplně fajn. A Markéta je v hradu? Ale mám... Ale! Dobrý den.
I'm honored that a night...
Já vím.
I hear there's been trouble.
I don't have time to talk to...
Aha, tak takhle ještě ne.
I'm here to find out about the poachers gang.
I'll ask away.
No.
Jake swore to me that you dragged a stag to the feast. So out with it.
I'm telling you, I wasn't there.
A já mám svědka.
Look, I can see you're not a poacher. You look like you couldn't hit a barn door.
That's what you think.
Are you trying to tell me you're a marksman? Are you an idiot or just too vain to think straight?
Přesně.
I don't see what you're getting at.
Look, I can tell you're not the poacher, but this constant lying isn't helping your case. In the end, if they don't find anyone, they'll come after you. They'll know it's not really you, but so what? There'll be no one better to blame, and someone has to swing for it.
All right. But promise me you won't drag me into
Oh,
anything.
jasně, to víš jo.
Speak up and who knows? I might put in a word for you.
All right. The truth is I did drag a deer carcass there, but I didn't do the shooting. I was given it.
That's a likely story.
Honestly, not a word of a lie. I caught the poacher just as he was skinning it.
And who might that be?
Kdo pak to je?
I don't know.
Jo, ježišmarja.
If you don't tell me who it was, I've no reason to believe that story of yours.
Fine. Fine. He's one of the charcoal men.
Okay.
I've seen him taking the charcoal to the forge. His name is Radan.
There are plenty of charcoal burners around here.
He came from the charcoal piles south of here. If you follow the creek upstream, you can't miss them.
Well, you better pray I find him, because if you've been lying to me, I'll go straight to the castle. Understood?
I'm telling the truth, I swear. I'm sure you'll find him there.
We'll see.
Tak máme dalšího. A to už se nemám bavit s tou ženskou? Jo, můžu, dobře. A je v hospodě, jsem znovu u hospody. A je tady ten bývalý lovčí teda, nebo ne?
Good weather at last. I'm glad of it.
Dobrý je, Markéto.
I'd like to ask you about Hannikin Hare.
I'm sorry, but I really don't want to talk about that.
Ale budeš muset.
The thing is, every time I spoke to someone about Hare, they always ended up talking about you.
But I don't.
You aren't to blame for anything, is that it? Well, I am willing to believe you, but you do know more than you're telling, and I need to hear it.
Very well. You're right. And what would you like to know about Hare?
Všechno.
How were things between you and Hare back then?
There was nothing between us. Hannikin Hare impressed my father with all his talk of noble blood. But I couldn't stand him. and I didn't want to marry him. And then it made no odds after he ran away.
So you didn't want him? I only asked because I've heard differently.
That's village talk. Of course folk gossip. Mostly they just want to hurt Nicholas.
Did Hare really commit the murder?
God in heaven, how should I know? Anyway, it doesn't matter now.
That remains to be seen. What did you talk about in the woods with Hannikin Hare?
I see Betty's mouth's been busy.
Don't blame her. I had to work hard to weasel it out of her. Now tell me.
Oh, all right. Well, it seems Hannikin Hare's exile has addled his brain. He told me he'd go off with me, that he still loves me and nonsense like that.
And what about you?
What do you mean? I was so shocked, I couldn't even scream.
Is that all he told you?
He said if I change my mind, I'm to hang a garland of forget-me-nots on the house and wait for him at that place of ours.
Where was it you saw him exactly?
I wish I could tell you. The whole thing was like a fever dream. I almost got lost trying to get out of the forest. Even if I remembered, it wouldn't be any use to you. Hannikin Hare moves through the forest like a ghost. He knows every tree root off by heart.
I want you to hang that garland on the lodge.
But I don't want to go anywhere with him.
You don't have to go anywhere. But tell me, where's that secret meeting place of yours?
On the way to Ujits. Back then, we used to meet by the great big beech tree. Right next to the...
And what time will he be waiting there?
At dawn. What?
Never you mind. The main thing...
I suppose.
That'll be everything.
Tam bychom měli. A počkáme do rána. To je určitě jen zajíc, ale ten tady nepytlačí. Nehoda nějaká. Rád to tak. Dobrý den, pane Zajíc. Měl by tady zasvítání.
I'm guessing Nicholas won't be joining us. Who the devil are you?
My name is Henry, and I work for the Master Huntsman.
So are you going to arrest me?
Nah,
never.
I am.
All I ask...
Yes. You're going to tell me you're innocent.
I wouldn't presume. I've been poaching on the Divish estate, and I'll take the punishment I deserve. But the crime I was nearly strung up for, that one I didn't commit.
I've no idea what you're talking about.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Hannikin Hare of Zalush.
The nobleman?
Oh,
I used to be. My house became sadly impoverished. And I became the master huntsman at Talmberg.
Gamekeeper turned poacher? I see. That's quite a transformation.
Nicholas gave me no choice.
What happened to your family?
My father lost his influential friends and the money with them. After his death, I inherited only his debts. There was nothing for it but to sell off all our possessions, see to my sister's welfare, and manage as best I could.
That sounds a rough deal.
Believe it or not, I never cared for the life of a nobleman. I spent my youth running free, hunting in the woods.
What happened between you and Nicholas?
I was falsely accused of murder. Henry of Lipa visited Talmberg, and the morning after the banquet in his honor, one of his men was found dead.
And didn't they have any cause to suspect you?
That's just it. They did. At the banquet, I got into a fight with the man.
I know Sir Hanish of Lipa. Was Sir Henry his father?
Indeed. He was on his way to Ratai to take charge of the fiefdom for young Sir Hans Capon.
Why did you get into a fight with him?
The fall of the House of Zalush was the work of the Lords of Lipa, and that fellow took great delight in reminding me of it.
And then what?
Nicholas began to pull strings. Several people came forward as witnesses to say they saw me with the fellow later that night.
Why would he have done that?
He wanted rid of me. We were both in love with the same lass, you see, and Margaret is his wife today. But back then there was no question which of the two of us would win her. I was the huntsman of noble blood, and Nicholas was just plain Nick. Her father's preference was clear.
What did Margaret think of you?
She took me for a fool. She only had eyes for Nicholas, but I didn't see it then. In the end, she could have saved me.
How?
She could have told the truth. After the banquet, I was with her. But when they asked her, she said she hadn't seen me that night.
Do you know who did kill the man?
No. He was found in a ditch with his neck broken. He could have tripped and fallen, all on his own.
And that never occurred to anyone?
It did. But some people swore they'd seen us jostling on the drawbridge. Of course, that was Nicholas's work.
How did you get out of it?
What leads you to imagine I did?
Your head's still on your shoulders, so you must have escaped somehow.
I'm alive. But my name and my family's name has been dragged through the mud. For me, that's worse than the sentence waiting for me.
If you say so. But you still managed to get away.
Well, it's true. I had the good fortune to escape from the dungeon.
From the Talmberg dungeon? That can't be done, can it?
It's not too hard when the lord of the castle himself helps you escape.
Aha,
So Divish set you free? From his own dungeon?
He couldn't offend Henry, so he had to lock me up. But he trusted me. We were friends, after all. He led me out of the castle in the night. I was given a good horse, and in a couple of days I was in Silesia. And that was the end of it. At least until now.
And how did it happen?
It's a long...
I've got time to...
All right. But for you to understand, I have to start from the beginning. My house became sadly impoverished.
Gamekeeper turned poacher.
Nicholas gave...
Oh,
I was...
And didn't they have a...
That...
I think I've heard it. This is one of the most insane stories I've heard lately.
That doesn't surprise me.
But something tells me you're speaking the truth, Anakin Hare.
Thank you. And if you want to help me, come to the old mine gallery in Broadwoods.
I'll be there.
I have a plan, but I need some help.
Jo, počkám do rána. Jak na to vidíme. Tak šupky. Tak jo, zajícovo oko. Je kde? Aha. Ačko. Třeba bych nějak malý zajíce, počkej, 2 zabít. Stáhnout z kůže. Husté křoví. Je, pane zajíci.
So, what are you up to?
Working out how to get Nicholas's confession.
And how would you do that exactly?
Simple. I'll have him sign it. I've had the priest in Janowitz write me up a parchment. When Nicholas signs it, he'll admit to everything written down there.
How do you want to force him to do that?
He won't have a choice, or rather he will have, between his wife Margaret and the job of huntsman.
I'm not following this at all.
It's plain enough. We'll kidnap Margaret. That's to say, you'll kidnap Margaret while I distract Nicholas. If he wants to see her again, he won't have any choice.
Kidnapping? That doesn't seem like much of a way to clear your name.
No. Take a look around you, Henry. Sigismund kidnapped Wenceslas, his own brother. And Divish was abducted by Medek of Waldeck.
True, but Sigismund and Medek kidnapped the men they wanted to bargain with. You're thinking of taking a man's wife who's done nothing to deserve it.
And what of it? Those others did it for money or power. I'm doing it to redeem my honor. And since you mentioned Margaret, she's not all that innocent. I could have swung because of her.
But that confession's just a scrap of parchment with writing on it. What will happen to him after that?
That scrap of parchment is for Sir Divish and the provincial court. But we'll be generous to Nicholas and let him leave in peace before we deliver the confession to Talmberg.
So Nicholas will go free, and you'll clear your name?
Hopefully.
So what do I need to do?
I had Nicholas's prized hunting horn liberated. I'm sure Nicholas will recognize its sound from quite far off. I'll lure him out of the lodge at dawn.
And I meant to kidnap his wife while he's gone?
Of course it would be best if she went with you voluntarily, but if not, you'll just have to drag her with you.
Why me?
Can you blow the horn?
No.
Well, there you are then. When you get her, bring her here. Then we can decide what's next.
All right.
Don't forget, tomorrow at dawn.
What the hell?
Tohle blbej plán. Jít se asi dodu za těma blbama. Víte, náhodou byly nějaký zvířuchy, jaký můžu ulovit. Jako správný lovec v plátové zbrojí běhám po lese. Luk do ruky náhodou. Zajucha. Takovejš. Jej, jsi blbej. Oj. Trošku takhle. Trošku níž. Potřebuji být jako rovíky, jako dešky ve svahu. Oj. Kurva. No konečně. To zlomil. Ne, ale dobrý. To jsem ani nezlomil. Good. Tábor, ale tam to asi není, to chci. Kam to vlastně jdu? To musím označit. No, tak tam označený, dobrý. Tak já to označený mám. Aha, vyvrhlý prase. A jídlo. Super. A králík. Máme si zmizí, ne? Faust. Jo. Šáčku, vydrž. Pak jdeš. Hodnej. Jej. Dobrý. Jsou 3 kůže. To můžu odevzdat. Počkej, jako jak mám 2. Já mám asi na koní jednu, že jo? Oj. Fujky. Šáčku, ty kušky nebudu lovit, ty kušky nepotřebuju. Když by se mohl prasák. Lesní zahrada, jo. Vůbec to kostivá. Zajímavý. Který z vás blbů to byl? Ty?
How are you?
A fellow from Talmberg claims he saw you poaching. What do you have to say about that? Can you hear me?
On je určitě to, co? On je určitě němej.
I'm not a poacher.
That's not what I've heard.
But I'm not a poacher, though.
Did your friends tell you the penalty for poaching?
No.
No? Of course not. Because if you knew, you'd never have been foolish enough to get involved.
I'm no poacher.
No, of course not. You're the Pope in disguise.
What?
No, never mind. But just so you know, the local custom is to string poachers up.
I don't want to hang.
No? Then you better make sure they won't hang you.
How?
For a start, by telling me where I can find your merry band of poachers. Because maybe I'm jumping to conclusions, but I don't think you're the leader.
No, I'm not.
So, out with it.
They only take me along from time to time.
All right. But you know where I can find them, don't you?
Aye.
And where is that?
The clearing.
They meet in a clearing.
There.
And where is the clearing?
A short walk from here.
Tyhle, ten dostaneš tak tam
Short
stárnu.
walk where? Do you know how many clearings there are in these woods?
No, sorry, I don't know.
Oh my god. Where is the clearing they camp in? How do I get there?
Along the trail, from the huntsman's lodge. Go into the wood by the big broken tree, eastward.
Very well. I hope I can find it.
Jo.
How are you, Henry?
Dobrý. Trošku busy, ale nic, co by takhle se nedalo spravit.
Hey, Henry, come to see. Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Did you say?
God be with you. It'll be the worst for you.
I found out where those poachers meet.
Well, that's at least one good bit of news. So tell me, where is it?
In fact, not all that far from here.
I see.
But now we can finally nab them.
We can. Go to the castle and tell...
Wait, you're not coming?
I have a lot of work to do.
Ty, srabe.
Of course you do. I've been hearing some quite wild stories.
People do prattle.
Blah, blah, blah.
Hal was a stuck-up knob. He came here with nothing to show but his bare...
And what was your wife?
He had his eye on her, and she didn't want him. That's all.
Whatever became of him?
Oh, you must have heard. He killed one of the armed men that...
How did he manage that?
Nobody knows. But
That's all I need.
Ty vole. Tisový luk, ten si koupím. Jo.
Let's talk about the plot. Satisfied?
More.
More. OK, jsou nějaké nasrávací.
I knew we'd come.
Moment. Jsem zlomil na tepníky.
What are you doing here? Get lost.
Nemám čas, prostuduju to někdy příště. Takže jsem v oblasti, kde mám zakázaný. Je divný stejně. Pane Božku, vím, kde jsou pytláci.
Good health to you.
I have some trophies.
Show me. So many. My lad, you're like the smiting right hand of God.
Jeden, no.
I've come about the poachers, sir.
Oh. Oh, so you're the one.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Co dál? No, já odvedl, že jo? Takže můžeme nabít tady někde kdekoliv, že jo? Super. Že to bylo tady vlastně bylo, já jsem myslel, že to jde tady. Pak tam byl ten vyvržený ten. Se mnou nikdo nejde, ale už. musím postarat sám. Při nejhorším. Nejsou to vojáci, takže by to nemuselo být tak hrozný.
Hey, watch it. I'll remember you.
Jsi pytlák.
Hey!
To ještě zabil.
I warned you, you cur! Alright, enough! I give up, you hear? Stop whining and fight. Kurva!
No, konto kradený, no, ale... Je to pytlák, ale... Psí maso. A jedno, tohle mi jako nevadí, ale... A jsme se prase. Já si mám takový pocit, že se mi ten quest asi bágnul. Tohle určitě pytlácký tábor, jo, ale... Už to vypadá, že mám takový quest, tak... To moc nepomůže. A ještě mi mají za zlogem, to je super, tyhle. Tohle se ale nefér, protože já jsem zvolil pytláka. Ale to úplně nefunguje, jak by mělo.
What's that?
Ne.
Hey, you! Ho!
Tak load. A já se dám stejně já se dám stejně teďka obědovou přestávku. Což říkal zítra ráno, no, tak super. Protože jeden quest se mi nerozjel a druhý teda jako podivně vysvětlený. Jo, a tady stejně takým to přeruším. A ještě se dneska vrátím. Čau.